Cricket is a game of skill, strategy, and moments of sheer courage. But every once in a while, the sport gives us stories that transcend the boundaries of the game itself. Moments that inspire generations. The year was 1984. The place, Headingley, Leeds. England stood battered, trailing 2-0 in the series against one of the most formidable teams ever assembled, the West Indies. But amid this chaos and domination, one moment shone brighter than the rest. A man, injured and advised to stay away from the field, decided to defy logic, science, and pain. With one hand, he batted. With one hand, he bowled. And what unfolded over those days would forever be etched in cricketing folklore. The West Indies team of the 1980s was nothing short of a cricketing juggernaut. Led by Clive Lloyd, they were a relentless force that dismantled opponents with ruthless efficiency. They had steamrolled England in the first 2 tests, winning by innings and 180 runs in the first and by 9 wickets in the second. The third test at Headingley was expected to follow the same script, a formality in a series destined to end in a historic blackwash. England, desperate and determined, fought hard. Batting first, they posted a total of 270, a commendable effort against the ferocious West Indies pace attack. Then came a moment that seemed to tilt the balance in England's favour. Malcolm Marshall, the fearsome fast bowler, shattered his thumb in 2 places while trying to field a shot from Chris Broad. The diagnosis was grim. No cricket for 10 days. Surely, his role in the match was over, or so England believed. By the 3rd day, the match was finally poised. England had fought tooth and nail, and now West Indies were 9 down for 290. Larry Gomez, the left-hander from Trinidad, had played a patient innings and stood on 96 not out. But his dream of a century seemed dashed when Joel Garner, the giant pacer, made a fatal error. He was run out, leaving Gomez stranded, with no one left to bat. The Headingley crowd applauded as Gomez prepared to walk back. But wait, it wasn't over. The crowd erupted in disbelief. Reason? Malcolm Marshall, with the plastered left hand, walked out to the middle. Here was a man, barely able to hold a bat, walking out to face a fired-up England attack. Yet, there he was, his stride defiant, a mischievous smile playing on his lips. Holding the bat with just his right hand, Marshall faced England's bowlers. He swung hard, missing at first, and more than anyone else, he himself had seen the funny side of it. He couldn't connect with the first delivery, but the very next ball, Marshall connected. A thick edge, slicing past Curtly, racing to the boundary for 4. It wasn't just a shot, it was a statement. A broken thumb wasn't going to stop Malcolm Marshall.
The statement made, just very, very powerful.
And moments later, Larry Gomez reached his century. Marshall's brave cameo, just 4 runs, was short-lived, but it had a profound impact. West Indies had secured a 32-run lead, small on paper, but psychologically monumental. England thought they had a lifeline. Marshall, their tormentor-in-chief, was surely done for the match. Everyone assumed that he had only come out to support Gomez and wouldn't play any further role. But as England's second innings began, there he was, taking the new ball. A pink strapping on his white plaster was displayed like decoration.
He broke his arm. It was in plaster. I said, "You think you can play with that?" He said, "Well, if you want me to, I will."
The sight of Marshall charging in with his angular run-up was both inspiring and intimidating. Every delivery carried venom, and soon Malcolm Marshall's show began. The man whose stroke had broken Marshall's thumb was the first to go. Then Fowler, fresh off a hard-fought 50, was surprised by a delivery that reared up unexpectedly. He could only fend it back, and Marshall, using just his one good hand, snatched the return catch. By now, Marshall had scored runs, taken wickets, and held a catch, all with one functioning hand. Just a run later, Alan Lamb, the centurion from the first innings, faced a delivery that jagged back sharply. Trapped on the crease, he was struck on the pads, and the umpire's finger went up immediately. And by the end of the day, Marshall had taken 3 wickets. But he wasn't done yet. Sunday brought pain. For Marshall, it was physical agony. And for England, it was the torment of watching their hopes crumble. When Monday arrived, Marshall returned to finish his masterpiece with a display of skill and guile. Dialing down the pace, he unleashed prodigious swing that left England's lower order helpless. Nick Cook edged one to first slip. Pringle and Allott were undone by full, vicious in-swingers that came back sharply. And finally, a searing delivery sliced through Downton, taking an inside edge before settling safely in Jeff Dujon's glove behind the stumps. With pace like fire, he claimed 4 more wickets, finishing with career-best figures: 26 overs, 9 maidens, 53 runs, and 7 wickets. England were demolished for 159, and the match was all but over. Chasing a modest 128, West Indies' opening pair of Gordon Greenidge and Desmond Haynes ensured there were no surprises. And with a quick cameo from Viv Richards, they sealed the match and the series. The 1984 tour would forever be remembered as the Blackwash, the first time England lost all 5 tests in a home series. But Headingley was more than a West Indies win. It was Malcolm Marshall's win. Years later, Clive Lloyd called it one of the greatest and most courageous acts he had ever witnessed in cricket. For Marshall, it was a matter of pride, a decision driven by the desire to help his team.
To see him come out with one arm in the plaster of Paris, I think made him a giant of a man, really.
When Peter West of BBC got hold of Marshall, the fast bowler remarked he had not expected to play, but with Larry close to his 100, I thought I would give it a go. Headingley 1984 wasn't just about runs or wickets. This was bravery, resilience, and the spirit of the game, embodied by one man with a broken thumb. Malcolm Marshall taught us that heroes are made in moments of adversity. To this day, his performance is a reminder that greatness is not about the absence of pain, but the strength to rise above it. So guys, that's it for today's video. But wait, don't go anywhere. If you wish to look at how good was Malcolm Marshall or how Curtly Ambrose shocked the world with his spell, click on one of the videos being displayed on your screen. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, keep watching this beautiful game. See you soon.